Instance constructors are two types. Number one, what is that number one?
Parameterless.
Parameterless constructor. Parameterless constructor. Number two is parameterized
Parameterized.
parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor means instance constructors are two types. Number one, parameterless constructor. Number two, parameterized constructor. Parameterless constructor can be called as default constructor also. Can be called as default constructor. Parameterless constructor and default constructor both are what you know same. What do you mean by parameterless constructor? What do you mean by parameterless constructor? While defining a constructor, while defining a constructor, while defining a constructor, if we didn't declare didn't declare any parameters which is called as what is that parameterless constructor, which is called as parameterless constructor. While defining a constructor, if we didn't declare any parameters, which is called as parameterless constructor. Parameterless constructor can be called as a default constructor. Okay, so these parameterless constructors are two types. Two types. Number one are two types. Means default constructor. You can call it as default constructor. Otherwise, okay, parameterless constructor. Other name is default constructor. Default constructors are two types. Default constructors are two types. Can you guess what are they?
User defined and system defined.
Right. What is actually constructors are initially two types. One is instance constructor, another one is static constructor. So what is instance constructor according to yesterday class? Punya, what is instance constructor? Punya.
There is no static keyword.
While defining a constructor, if you didn't use any static keyword, it's called what? Instance constructor. Again,
Instance
instance
constructor.
constructors are how many types?
Two types.
Two types.
Two types.
Parameterless constructor and parameterized constructor.
What do you mean by parameterless constructor?
So while defining a constructor, if you have not used any parameters, that is parameterless constructor. And if there are parameters, it is parameterized constructor.
Yeah, parameterless constructor. Other name is what?
Default constructor.
Default constructors are how many types?
Two types.
Can
user
you
defined.
Yes.
User defined.
User defined default constructor. User defined default. Second one.
System defined default constructor.
System defined default constructor. System defined default constructor means one is user defined default constructor. Second one is system defined default constructor. Coming to the user defined default constructor. Okay, what do you mean by user defined default constructor? A default constructor which is defined by the programmer. So, but here you have to remember one more important point I forgot. That is, a class can contain only one default constructor. A class can contain only one default constructor. You cannot contain more than one default constructor. And these are two types. One is user defined, another one is system defined. User defined means a default constructor which is defined by the programmer. A default constructor which is defined by the programmer. Coming to system defined default constructor, we'll discuss after some time. Just to keep aside because now it is confusion point. That's why only we'll discuss about this, and after this we'll go to the parameterized. System defined default constructor automatically will come into the picture in our explanation somewhere. Up to that just it is suspense. Okay, user defined default constructor means a default constructor which is defined by the programmer is called as user defined default constructor is called as user defined default constructor. Okay, finally a class can contain only one default constructor. Okay, now we'll try with the user defined default constructor. We'll try with a small program. Yes, task is defining employee class with the following states and behaviors. Defining employee class with following states and behaviors. Here we are going to implement user defined default constructor. Implement user defined default constructor. The requirement is like this. The requirement is sorry, but same employee class with the three states ENO, ename and ESAR. But actually what we are going to do, we are going to initialize employee number and employee name and salary with the help of user defined default constructor. So finally you can observe the class name is the class name is employee. Okay, right. It means class name employee. Same example, last example only. How many states are there? Vasundhara. How many states are there? Three. Number one, ENO. Number two, ename. Number three, ESAR. So ENO type is what? ULOG ENO. Tell me.
String ename.
String ename.
String ename.
And
Double salary.
okay, now these three are the instance variables. But we are going to use an initialization mechanism which will execute at the time of object is creating nothing but a constructor, that too instance constructor, that too default, user defined default constructor. So that is also behavior. That's why internal employee. Vasundhara, what is this?
Hello.
Yeah, what is this?
It's a constructor.
Which constructor?
Default
User
user-defined parameterless constructor.
User-defined default constructor. Okay, default is
parameterless constructor.
I am going to define one method. Here, why you are defining this constructor, for what purpose?
To initialize the states.
Name and ESAR. To initialize ENO, ename and ESAR. Now, here I am going to define one more behavior. That is, one more behavior, nothing but one method, instance method. That method name is display EMP. Display EMP. In my UML, how many behaviors I have? How many behaviors I have?
One behavior.
Yeah. Girish, I have how many behaviors?
2 behaviors.
Number 1,
Employee and display employee.
number one is the constructor. Number 2 is the
Constructor,
method. Number 1 is the instance
display
constructor.
employee.
Number 2 instance method. That instance
Right.
constructor is a parameterless. It is a user defined. Now let's try with
Right.
this.
For constructors,
So why we put internal for constructor?
Sorry.
Why we put internal before the constructor?
Nothing but constructor syntax. You tell me. Yesterday we worked with constructor syntax. Tell me the constructor syntax.
Right. It should be same as the class name, but I have question. We have the method with internal. Why we have internal with constructor?
That you have to tell. That you have to tell. You tell me.
Because you say
Listen.
as a user defined constructor. That's why.
Not like that. You have to tell me what is the constructor syntax. Tell me. Tell me the constructor.
That's
Hmm.
we just put class and then class name as the constructor name.
Yesterday class I have given constructor syntax. Tell me the constructor syntax.
Okay.
Access modifier.
access modifier,
Class name of.
Class name.
Class name of. Here access modifiers are what? Public, private, protected, internal. So
Right.
here that's why I am using some access modifier. Why it is internal, that is different story. Why not it is public, that is different story. But according to the syntax, constructor syntax, access modifier is there or not there?
Is there?
Right. That is the reason. Okay. Right.
Okay. Thank
Now
you, sir.
come back to our discussion. Right. So now we have to define this program. So you guys, you do one thing. Can you write the program now? All of you? Can you write the program?
yes sir.
Yeah, you do one thing. Employee number is 111. Employee name is, otherwise I will complete. Okay. You can try the memory allocations this time. Okay. You observe. We have already programmed yesterday program that I'm right. I'm changing the name of this example as, try to understand. So that's why whenever before you are asking the question, you ask that question yourself to your common sense. Definitely you will get what you know answer. So once we will have a habit of asking somebody, that will improve your dependency. Dependency is very, very danger. So question is yours, answer also should be with you only. For every question we will have answer. What we will do, we will not try to get answer ourselves. We will feel ourselves, we don't know, somebody will give the answer. So that improves dependency. Try to improve your individuality. Right. Class name is what?
Employee.
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 Employee. How many instance variables?
3.
3. Yesterday we have used method to initialize this instance variables. Today we are going to define
Constructor.
constructor over. And is it what constructor?
Internal.
Parameterless.
It is a user defined
Before constructor.
User defined
User
default
defined
constructor.
before constructor.
default
This
constructor.
is the method. Any changes in the method?
No.
No. No. Now yes. Yeah. Display EMP. In my company, first employee is joined. Okay, and first object is created means one employee is joined, display EMP. And one more object I am creating. One more object means what? Second employee. Second employee. Are you understanding? An object is creating means one more new employee is joined. Display EMP. His details also we are printing. This is the program. This is the program. You also change your code like this, all of you in your system for yesterday program. Right. For yesterday program. Observed all of you guys. Right. How many
Yes sir.
variables? 3. And
Three variables.
constructor you are initializing. But to initialize these instance variables, we are using which constructor? User defined default constructor. Okay, and display method and two objects you are creating. Now, my question to all the people is, what is the problem?
Creating more than one object in the main function.
No, definitely I have to create more than one objects. Human being is the class. Is there any restriction that you have to
Same
create only
information
one
is
object?
being used for all the
Class can
employees.
contain multiple objects. You can create multiple objects for a class that you should not restrict. But with this
They're using
program,
same
what is the problem?
information. Same name, same number for all employees.
So everybody are having this code, all of you. Do you have this code right now? I am going to
Yes,
trace. Do you have this code?
So, okay. Instance variables and the
Listen,
local variable.
listen, my question is, in your systems, this code you have written or not written?
Yes, sir.
Updated. Because we are going for tracing. In this tracing, I am showing only this. Class should be in front of you. Okay. You have written a code written all of you?
Yes, sir.
Code written all of you?
Yes, sir.
So when I am tracing, can you open and can you write the code? Write this code in your systems, all of you. Right. If you didn't written, I'm just copy. First I'm copy and paste to you all people employee class. I'm copy and paste. Okay. Through chat I'm sending. Through chat I'm sending. Right. Got it? Employee class, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Copy
Yes,
paste
sir.
your system. If you didn't write, time waste. Right. Next to I'm sending main method code also. Main method code also I've sent. I have sent to you. Got it? Got it right? Yeah. Main method I'm displaying to you, and class employee class you can see in your systems yourself. Shall I trace now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to trace all of you ready now. So guys, you observe in this program we are used to initialize envo and ename and esal, which constructor? User defined default constructor. For example, we are using a parameterless constructor. Forget about remaining this parameterless constructor, and let's see what is the problem with this constructor. Anybody are having an idea what is the problem with this?
Accessing same
Instance
instance
variables and we define one variable twice, sir.
How many objects?
Two objects. Two objects.
Objects for employee class means what? Means what?
We're creating two employees.
Two
Employees.
employees in the two employees means two employees. Let's trace the program. I'm going to trace. You also observe for this tracing. Observe. Yeah. Observe all of you. Okay. Right. What is going to happen? Right. I think we are executing constructor concept first time. First time. That's why tracing. Observe the tracing properly, guys. All of you. Okay. Hmm. Right. You can observe when you run the application, program execution starts by main. First, what will happen? This statement will execute. This is new. First new. New is doing what?
Creating new
Object.
No, new is creating a object. New is creating a object. New is creating object. Object for which class?
Employee class.
Object for employee. That object address is 1010. And at the time of creating object, it will allocate the memory for what way? Sorry. What variable? How many instance variables are there?
Three variables.
NO 0.
Null.
Ename is what? Null. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Eval also 0, and it is holding the address of a method. What is a method?
Display.
Display.
Display emp. Method is display emp. Right. After that, what is happening? Object only new executed, guys, till the time. After that, what will happen?
Employee constructor will execute. And
Employee
this
of will execute. Second means nothing but what?
it's calling the employee constructor.
Constructor. In that constructor, you have a block like this. You have the values like this. ENO equal to, what are the values are given?
1, 2, 3.
One
1, 2, 3. Ename equal to,
from
like three statements are there. Now ENO equal to 1, 2, 3. Ename equal to Rama. Isal equal to
1000.
1000. Constructor execution is completed. Control will come back again to here. Again LHS will execute. LHS is creating a variable. Reference variable. Default value is null. This variable is creating on behalf of which method?
main method.
On behalf of main method. On behalf of main method, it is a local variable, and assignment operator, because of that 1010 is assigned, and this reference variable is pointing to the object. emp1 dot display emp. Display emp method will execute. What is output?
Prints the
What
instance
is output?
values.
empno is 1, 2, 3. emp name is
3
Rama, salary is 1000.
1000.
Then after this statement will execute. Again new. Again new. New will create what? Again
One more
one more object. One more object is nothing but another employee. That object is object of employee. And let's say this object address is 2010. As part of this object creation, memory will allocate for three variables. Number one, ENO. Default value is 0. Number 2 is ename. Default value is null. Null. Number 3 is esar. Default value is 0. 0. This object is holding the address of a method. What is that method name?
display.
Display.
Display emp. Display emp. Object is okay. Up to here, what is executed?
New. Who is it? New.
New.
Object
Next,
creation is
control will execute this constructor. This constructor. This constructor is executed. Again, constructor will execute same values. Will initialize. Tell me ENO equal to
1, 2, 3.
ename equal to Rama. Isal equal to 1000. 1000. Okay. After this, control will execute LHS. LHS is creating a LHS is creating another reference variable. What is a variable? EMP2. But EMP2 is a variable, local variable on behalf of which method?
Main.
The default value is null because of assignment 2010 address. So this reference variable, second reference variable EMP2 is pointing to the second object. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
What is the problem?
Values for both objects.
Yeah,
Same.
your default constructor. Forget about system defined user defined. For some time we'll discuss only user defined, but just to mention it as a, instead of confusion, mention it as a default constructor. Nothing but parameterless constructor. What is the problem with this constructor?
Same initial values for both employees.
This default constructor is initializing same values to the two employees. two objects. Yes or no? Two employees
Yes.
have the same employee number or different employee numbers?
Different. Different.
Generally different, but here it is giving same values. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
That is the problem with this constructor. This default constructor, limitation of the default constructor or a drawback of the default constructor is which will initialize the same values to every object. Which will initialize the same values to every object. So this is the limitation or a drawback. To overcome this limitation, we will go for second model. Second model is what?
Parameterized constructor.
Parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. Okay. What is the limitation? What is the drawback of the default constructor? What is the drawback of the default constructor?
Said same values.
It will
On the
initialize
It will
the values,
initialize the same value for
values to
every object.
every object. To overcome this problem, we are going for which constructor? Parameter less constructor. System defined
Parameterized.
will come into the picture later. I said we are going with parameterized constructor. Okay, now you can guess about parameterized constructor. You can guess what is this parameterized constructor. You can guess. Okay. Now,
There will be three
can
parameters.
you explain what is 1 minute?
Includes
Can you explain
parameters.
what is parameterized constructor?
Constructor will include parameter. Signature.
Wait, let me. I am targeting somebody. Wait. Uma, tell me what is parameterized constructor? Right. Right. Teja, you tell me what is parameterized constructor?
While defining constructor, if we declare parameters, which is called default parameterized constructor.
Right. While defining an instance constructor, if we declared parameters, it is called parameterized constructor. Okay. While defining an instance constructor, if we declared parameters, it's called parameterized constructor. So parameterless constructors, how many parameterless constructors a class can contain maximum?
Only one default constructor.
Parameterless constructors you can contain only one. But how many parameterized constructor a class can contain?
Many.
Many more
Right.
than one.
Right. A class can contain multiple multiple parameterized constructors, but we should differentiate with the number of parameters. We should differentiate with the number of parameters. A class can contain multiple parameterized constructor, but we should differentiate with the number of parameters. Sorry, we should differentiate with the we should differentiate with different signature. Signature means what?
Number of parameters.
Different signature means this is called signature. Differentiating from one constructor to another constructor, we should differentiate with signature. Different signature means what?
Number of parameters.
Yes, different signature means
No.
means
Size and type of parameter difference.
different number of parameters, different number of
And
parameters, different number of
types of parameters.
right, let me explain. Different number of parameter means if the first constructor is having one parameter, second constructor may contain two parameters, and third constructor may contain three parameters. That is called different number of parameters. Or confusion will be there here. Be careful. Different type of parameters. Different type of parameters. Different type of parameters means different number,
String, byte.
different type means, listen, different number I said first. Different number means I'm going to show you now. Observe all of you. Let me remove everything. Let me remove everything. Let me remove everything. Okay. Let's say into ENO. Okay. Different number I'm going to show you. Internal employee, different number. Employee into ENO, comma, string ename. My question is, total how many constructors are there?
Two constructors.
Two constructors are there. Two constructors are there. Observe. First constructor contain how many parameters?
One parameter.
First constructor is having one parameter. Okay. Second constructor is having how many parameters?
Two parameters.
Parameters. You can say it is a different number. Different number. Different number. Okay. And different type also. Different number, different type, because first constructor is having only integer. Here you can have int and string. Otherwise you can write like this. Different number, different type means now first parameter constructor and second constructor both are having one only, but you are differentiated with different
Data type.
different type. Okay, this is called different type of parameters. And coming to third one is or different order, different order of parameters, different order of parameters. Different order of parameters means what? Different order means, suppose, listen, into envo string ename and string ename into envo. You can observe both constructors are having same number 2 2. Both constructor is having one into one string, one into one string. But here the difference is what? Order. Like we can like this. Different signature means a class can contain multiple parameterized constructor, but we should differentiate with the different signature. Here different signature means different number of parameters or different type of parameters or different order of parameters. Anything is same. Anything is okay. So then you can have a multiple parameterized constructors within a single class. But how which will invoke also we need to understand. Okay guys. Now my question to all the people, you observe. You try to observe. Employee EMP1, you try to observe. I'm going to show you somewhat like this. Observe. Yes. Right. 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 Okay. Now, how many constructors are there?
Two constructors.
First constructor is having how many parameters?
One parameter.
What is the type?
Int.
Second constructor is having also one, but what is the type?
Different type.
String. Okay, EMP1 equal to new employee 111. Whenever new employee of 111 means which constructor will call? 1 or 2 or?
First one.
1 or 2 or?
One.
Because you are passing one integer value, then it will look for a constructor which is having one into parameter. Am I right?
Yes.
Next, employee EMP2 equal to new employee Rama.
Second one.
Second constructor is called.
second parameter.
New employee of Rama. Then it will call which constructor?
Second
One, because Rama will be passing to here, because it will look for a string one parameterized. Now listen. Right. Yeah. Right now total how many constructors are there?
Two.
Two constructors. First is one parameter. Second is
Two parameters.
right.
Parameters.
You see guys. Table to Rama. Table to Rama. Now my question is, because of this invocation here you are calling a constructor. Which constructor will call?
First one.
First one will call. Triple one will be stored into emp and bow. And here it will call which constructor?
Second one.
Second one. It will look for a constructor which is having two parameters, one int and one string. One int and one string. So that is the story. Are you clear?
Yes.
That is the story. Everybody are clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So whenever we defined, listen, whenever we defined multiple constructors within a single class is called constructor overloading. What is the constructor overloading? Try to understand. What is constructor overloading? What is constructor? Defining multiple constructors within a single class. Defining a multiple constructors within a single class with a different signature is called as constructor overloading. Now, Bhushan, tell me, what is constructor overloading? What is constructor overloading? Bhushan. Otherwise, Arun, tell me, what is constructor overloading? Defining
Multiple constructors.
Defining multiple
constructors within a single class with a different signature is called as what? Constructor overloading. Nandini, tell me, what is constructor overloading?
Can we call it as different parameters or only different signature?
That's why different signature and different signature means what? Different signature.
Parameters are initialized.
Here I have given clear point. Different signature means different number of parameters or different type of parameters or different order of parameters. Anything else, anything is called different signature. Okay. Right. What is constructor overloading? Now, Giri Prasad, alert in the class, all of you. Indira, tell me, what is constructor overloading?
Multiple constructors in a single class.
Give me right statement. What statement I have given? Listen it properly and give me a right statement. Defining
Multiple constructors within
defining multiple constructors within the same class with a different signature is called constructor overloading. Right, Kalyani, tell me, what is constructor overloading?
Defining multiple constructors within a single class with different signature.
Is called different signature means what? Different signature means?
Signature means different number of parameters or different type of parameters or even the order of parameters.
Can be order also can be different. That is called different signature. Okay. So final statement I am giving you. Defining, one second. Defining multiple constructors within a single class with the different signature. Different signature is called constructor overloading. Different signature means either a different number of parameters or a different type of parameters or a different order of parameters, called different signature. Okay, so that is a story about constructor overloading. Okay, so come back to our discussion. We'll see that concept. don't worry about that. It's called polymorphism in .NET. But this is just here we have to just explain this, and we will see in so many places this concept. Now we will do one thing. Just forget about all these things. One simple task we'll do. Task. What is that? Defining same employee class with the following states and behaviors. Behaviors means we are going to define employee class with following states and behaviors. Now in this example we are going to use parameterized constructor. Class name same, states are same, constructor. Right? How many instance variables you have?
3.
What is the purpose of instance constructor generally? To initialize?
Instance variables.
To initialize these 3 instance variables, we are using a parameterized constructor which should have how many parameters right now?
3 parameters.
Right. ulong, emp-env, first parameter. Here instance variable is env. To initialize that instance variable env, we are using a parameter called
MPNO.
emp-env. Second string emp name. Second emp name is to initialize
Name of the
instance
variable.
To initialize ename. To initialize what name? Ename. And third one is
double E salary.
third one is double emp sal.
salary.
Emp sal we are using to initialize esal. Totally your constructor is having how many parameters?
3 parameters.
3 parameters. Well, because here you have how many instance variables?
3.
To initialize these 3 instance variables, we are using how many parameters? 3 parameters. Okay now?
Yes.
Right. That is a story. Okay. Now we will write the same this program. In the same we will change it right with the help of this with parameterized constructor. Namespace parameterized constructor example. Class name employee. States are envo, ename, esal. Now you need to define a constructor with how many parameters, guys?
3
parameters. Tell me. Not integer, I think. Not integer. Wrong. I'm sorry. Here ulong. I'm sorry. Ulong. Ulong. emp-env. Wait. Yeah. Madhuri, tell me.
String EMP name.
EMP name. Manasa, continue. Manasa.
Double ESAL.
Double
EMP sal.
take EMP sal.
Is
So can I take ESAL? That we'll discuss later. But up to that you remember, use a different name. You differentiate with instance variable and parameter name. Now I am going to initialize. Initialize few. Come on. Otherwise, Neha, tell me. Neha. EMP-NO purpose is what, Neha? To initialize ENO. To initialize ENO. So then what? Come on, tell me. ENO equal to?
ENO is equal to EMP-NO.
EMP-NO. Right, few, continue.
Ename
Ename equal to?
Ename equal to EMP ename.
EMP name. Next.
ESAL equal to EMP sal.
ESAL equal to?
EMP sal.
EMP sal. ESAL equal to EMP sal. Right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, here, these 3 are what variables?
Instance variable.
Instance variables. These 3 are what variables?
Local
variable.
Local variables. Nothing but parameters. These parameters you are using to initialize
Local class variables.
Instance variable.
Class level variable.
Right. These three you are using to initialize instance variables. These
Instance
three are
variable.
parameters. These parameters you are using to initialize these instance variables. Right. Everybody are clear.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, you are going to define it. Yeah, you remember all of you, these three are instance variables. These three are local variables, nothing but parameters, which you are using to initialize to which variables?
Instance variable.
Instance variable.
Answer variables. Okay, right. Now, next remaining code will be same. Do you tell me remaining code display?
Internal void display emp.
Display EMP. Display EMP. Internal void display EMP. Right. Yeah, Nivedita, come and tell me the code.
Console.writeLine
Hmm.
employee number plus ENO
EMPNO is
plus
EMPNO is ENO.
Yeah, no.
Next
console.writeLine EMP name is ename.
name is what is that?
Ename.
Next
Console.writeLine EMP salary is ESAL.
is ESAL. Salary is ESAL. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next. You're going for
Main
main method. Come and tell me.
in first employee one, constructor is parameterized. So three parameters. Rama,
Comma. Listen.
1000.
So one employee is joining in the company. Let us assume object is creating means one employee is joining in the company. At the time of one employee is joining in the company, you need to call a constructor. Here you observe constructor. But the constructor is having how many values?
Three.
How many parameters? How many parameters? Three parameters. For three parameters, you are passing the value. Triple one you are passing to EMPNO. Right. How many parameters here?
Yes, sir. 3 parameters.
First value
Long
here.
and
Second value to this. Third value to this. Okay na? Tell me. What is that? Rama. Rama.
1000.
Rama. Next what?
1000.
1000. Triple one. Rama 1000. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Next. EMP1 dot display
EMP.
EMP. EMP1 dot display EMP. Means display EMP method is executing on behalf of EMP1. Right. So these three values for first object. Let's say second employee joined in the company. Next, employee EMP2 equal to what? New employer triple two
Theta
2000.
2000. And the second employee is also joined in the company. EMP2 dot display EMP.
Console dot read
EMP and console dot read line. Console dot what is that? Read line. Over. Story completed. Right? Right. So, right. I am sending this class. Already recorded the code, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Right. Otherwise, I am sending the class. Employee class I sent to you. Copy paste within your example. And I am sending main code also. Main code. I sent already employee class code. Main code. Just copy paste main code. Right.
For the other programs, we only initialized one, we declared one object and we called all the methods with the single object. No, sir. Can't it be possible in this program too?
No. Yeah, that day we understood only how to create a object. That is old level, just basics. Now a employee will contain, forget about all the things. In a company, how many employees will be there? One na multiple?
Multiple.
In my company right now, two employees are there. That's why I'm creating how many objects?
2 objects.
Tomorrow I'm in my company, I will have 100 employees. Then I have to create how many objects?
100.
That's it. Okay, na? Right. Now come back to our discussion. Let's see. Taken all of your code is with you because now when I am explaining, I can display only main code, main part. Remaining code is with you. So you have to understand in my tracing. You should tell me what is what. Are you clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now let me start. Let me start my tracing. Let me start tracing. In this tracing, be careful. Your role is very important role. Everybody try to participate. Already did you copy and paste the code?
I tried it, sir. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yes, sir.
Copy paste in your system's code is there or shall I check it? Randomly I can check your code now. I can check. Everybody copy paste, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can check your code also. I can check your code. Okay, how can I check code? Right click. Right click. Can I check now your code, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Shravanti, I am checking your code now. Can I? Right. Shravanti, I am sharing your screen. Yeah, you have an option, hello screen. Click hello screen. Hmm. Yeah, seventh code. Now we are seeing seventh code. Move down, down. But where is your code? What code I sent? You have to remove the old code. How can you move up? When I forwarded class employee, that code you copy and paste, right? Didn't you do that?
No, sir.
No. Right, I have sent two code, right? I sent class code, employee class code and main method code. Didn't you copy and paste? Now you do one thing, you just create a new application now. You create a new application, create a new application, file, new project, right? Console application, console, yes, right? Now, okay. Now go to the above program class, move the cursor above within the namespace. In your chart box, copy the employee class. In your chart box, copy the employee class. Class employee opening brace to closing brace, copy and paste. Paste within the namespace. Paste within the namespace. In your chart box, you can see in your system go to meeting chart box, messages box. I have sent code, I think. I have sent, did I send code to you guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That code copy and paste. Class employee, opening brace to closing brace. Copy and paste. Paste. Over. Go down. Now go to your chat box. Main method code. I have forwarded last 4 lines code. Employee emp1 equal to new employee. That code. Copy and paste. 4 lines code. 5 lines code totally. That code copy and paste within the main method. That code copy and paste within the main method. Right. Okay. No, I didn't send this code. Did I send this code?
No, no, sir. This is not.
I sent 111 Rama Sita like that, right?
Yeah.
I have sent a code. I have
Sir,
sent.
can you send me again?
No, in my chat it is there clearly. Bottom of this employee class, I have sent that code also. You can check in your chat box.
Yes, sir.
Is there or not there?
I went to Oxford.
1 minute.
It's not there, sir.
1 minute. You have to people follow my instructions very strictly. Right. Yeah, now you check. Did you get any message now?
Yes, sir.
Again, did you receive message?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that code copy paste within the main method. 70.
Sir.
Copy paste. Whatever message just now I have sent to you, received or not received?
I received, sir.
That code, go to the chat box, select, copy, come back to the main method. Within the main method, right click, paste.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, you didn't copy paste to total code. That is a problem. I've sent only, did you received only up to here?
First line is missing.
First line missing. First line missing. Yeah, otherwise you write the code. Right, enter, press enter. Press enter, move the code to next line.
Yeah, I did, sir. It is not, sir.
Right. Write the code, otherwise you write the code, nothing wrong, right? Now you within the main method remove employee. Remove employee. Employee remove. Press enter there. Press enter there. Press enter. One more enter. Move the cursor to up. Move the cursor to up. Within the main method. Now write the code employee. Create object. First object. Employee. Create object space. emp1 equal to new employee. New employee. 111 parenthesis 111 Rama comma double quotes string value double quotes Rama double quotes comma 1000 semicolon. Okay, now your code is, everybody are having code right now?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, again making myself as a right presenter. Now my screen, you can see my screen now. Right, like that. What I'm telling, if you need output, follow my instructions. Blindly, if you will not follow the instructions, what can I do? What efforts I'm putting here? You people also has to follow. I'm taking take pen, take paper means I'm not with you, right? To check you. Even though I can check now onwards with webcam. Okay. Take pen and paper and I ask to do memory allocation. You have to send through like mails and I'll check you and I'll ask you to on your webcam and show me your memory allocations. Randomly I can check the people. Okay. Right. Now come back to our discussion. Right. Boss, ready now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shall we do memory allocation now?
Yes, sir.
Right. Observe this, guys, all of you. Right. Sure. Okay. Not visible clearly. Right. Okay. Anyhow, I hope you can understand. Values are with you also, and values are with me also. I am opening only main method. Remaining code is with you. Try to catch it. Right. Right. Guys, observe, right, how this code is executing. Observe. Whenever you run this application, first main method, as part of main method, what it will execute?
New.
New. New is doing what? Creating a object. Creating a object. Observe. Object. Object of
Employee.
object what? Employee. Object of employee. That object address is 1010 and object will create memory for how many variables?
Three.
Three variables. envo default value 0. Second one ename default value
Null.
null. Third variable esal
Zero.
0 and the object will contain address of a method. What is the method? Display
Display EMP.
and after this control will execute. Try to catch it. Control will invoke the constructor. Control will invoke the constructor. As part of this constructor code, you people open your constructor code in your systems. I am unable to show you, but I can show you here. Constructor code will be like this. What is a constructor code? Right, employee of recall. I am writing here. Employee of what is that? I'm writing shortcut. I'm writing. Try to catch me. EMPNO, EMP name, and what? EMP name. Okay, parameter name is EMP salary na.
EMP cells.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
In my code also I have written EMP sal only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now this is the constructor code. Observe, guys. This is the constructor code. And here what is the value? Try to catch me because here only confusion is there. Here confusion is there. ENO equal to EMPNO. Next what?
Ename equal to
ename equal to ename equal to EMP name.
Cell equals to EMP cell.
ESAL equal to EMP sal. Remember, here confusion is there. That's why I'm worrying about all these things. 111. Whenever, first of all, whenever you call the constructor, this is constructor block, this is constructor signature. So like a function. So signature will execute first or block will execute?
Signature.
Signature. As part of this signature, on behalf of constructor, it will allocate, it will create. These parameters are nothing but what variables?
Local.
Local variables. On behalf of this constructor, how many local variables will create, you know? Here I am keeping a circle. How many local variables? 3 local variables will create. First local variable name is EMPNO. Second local variable name is
Name.
EMP name. EMP name. Third local variable name is
EMP cell.
EMP cell. For these three local variables, the value will be passing like this. 111 will be passing into here, and Rama will be passing to this parameter, and 1000 will be passing to this parameter. Now values passed to whom? Parameters. As part of signature execution, three parameters are getting the memory. Those parameters are nothing but local variables, and the three values passed to three parameters. 111 passed to which parameter?
Instance variable.
EMP. Rama passed to which parameter?
EMP
name. EMP name. 1000 is passed to which parameter?
EMP cell.
EMP cell. Now signature execution is completed. Now constructor block is executing. First statement. ENO equal to
EMP
EMP.
EMPNO. Means value is assigning from EMPNO to EMPNO is a local variable. Local variable to
Instance variable.
EMPNO to ENO. EMPNO to ENO. So what is the value? 111. Now your instance variable is initialized with the help of parameter. Right?
Yes.
Next statement is ename equal to EMP name. Ename equal to EMP name. Rama is initialized. Rama is initialized. Next statement is ESAL equal to
EMP cell.
EMP cell. That is what? 1000. 1000. Means with the help of parameters we are initialized what variables?
Instance variable.
Instance variables. And constructor execution is completed. Means control is encountered the closing brace of the constructor. Control is encountered the closing brace of the constructor means constructor execution is
Completed.
once constructor execution. Constructor is nothing but a method. Once constructor or method execution is completed, what will happen?
Local variable.
Local variables will be destroyed. How many local variables are there on behalf of this constructor? See, these three local variables will be destroyed. Why destroying? Because that is the nature of the local variable. Why they have given nature for the local variable like this? Because that work is completed now. The usage of the local variables are completed. Am I right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, after this control will execute this LHS. LHS is creating a variable EMP1. EMP1. That variable also again local variable. Local variable of which method?
Main.
Main method. The default value of this local variable will be null. And because of assignment operator, it is assigning, it is holding a address called 1010. Again control will execute emp1 dot display emp. Means it will print what values? Display emp method will print. Display emp method is calling on behalf of which object? This object. Because emp1 is a reference variable which is holding the first object. You are invoking the display emp method on behalf of which object?
EMP.
First object. First object. That's why it will display this object values. What is output? EMP and O is 111. EMP name is Rama. Salary is 1000. Because these object values will print. After this control will execute the second object. Here it will execute what?
First
New. New will create what?
employee.
New will create object. New will create object. Again object of employee class. Object of employee class. And allocating memory for ename is null.
ESAL is 0.
ESAL is 0.
Then
Default object address is 2020. And this object is holding the address of a method called display emp. Holding the address of display emp. Right, new is executed. Try to catch here. new is executed. Again, on behalf of this, control will invoke constructor. Control will invoke what? Constructor. This time constructor invocation passing how many values? Again you can catch here. Again, wait. Constructor is executing. Again constructor is executing. Again, as part of the constructor execution, signature will execute first. As part of signature execution, again it will allocate the memory for how many local variables?
Local variables.
3 local variables. On behalf of constructor, here I am showing you circle and I am showing employee. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Employer, because when you are doing this type of memory allocation space problem, all these things will come, but you have to listen every point, then only you can catch me. Now employee, on behalf of employee of constructor, 3 local variables are getting the memory. First variable name is EMPNO.
EMP.
Second variable name is
EMP name.
MP name. MP name. Third variable name is
EMP cell.
sal. Sal. The 3 values are passed. 222. Come on. 222.
Theta.
Sita.
2000.
Sita. These values 2000. Now these values passed from here to your parameters of the constructor. After this, constructor block will execute. ENO equal to EMPNO. ENO equal to EMPNO. How much value?
222.
EMP name equal to name equal to EMP name. What is that?
Theta.
Sita. Now Sita. Next, sal equal to EMP sal.
2000.
2000. Now values are initialized from parameters to instance variables. Instance variables. Initialized to instance variables. Right? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And now control will encounter the closing brace of the constructor. Means constructor execution is
Completed.
Completed.
once constructor execution is completed, local variables of the constructor will be
Destroyed.
destroyed. After this, control will execute LHS. LHS is creating another reference variable. Reference variable. Default value will be
Null.
default value will be null.
No.
Default value will be null, and that address will be 2020, and
Now,
this reference variable is pointing to the object. This reference variable is pointing to the object. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now control is invoking the second method. Second method is what? emp2 dot
Display
emp2 dot display emp. emp2 dot display emp.
Points out to the address.
emp2 dot display emp. So now display emp method is invoking on behalf of first object or second object?
Second.
object.
Second object. That's why it will print second object values. What is output right now?
Employee number
EMPNO is
Employee number is equal to
EMP name is
Sita 2000.
salary is
salary is
2000. Once the control is encountered the closing brace of the main method, all the local variables of the main method will be objects will become as unreferred objects. This is a story about which constructor? Parameterizer constructor. Then what is the purpose of parameterizer constructor?
To initialize
different objects with different values.
Purpose of parameterizer constructor is to initialize. Purpose of parameterized constructor is to initialize
instance variable.
To initialize instance variables. To initialize instance variables. Same values or different values?
Different.
Different value.
Different values. Different values. Because every employee will not have the same employee number, right? Every employee will have his own employee number. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the nature of the instance variable? Instance variable is creating for every object. If you declare a variable as env as instance variable, it is creating. There are 100 objects I created for employee class. Then how many times instance variable is creating?
100 times.
100 times.
Catch me. I have, what is the nature of the instance variable? I have defined employee class. In that employee class, I declared a env as instance variable. Then when I created 100 objects for employee class, env will create how many times?
100 times.
100 times.
Yes, sir. It's an
100
instance
times.
variable that it will be called 100
Instance
times.
is nothing but instance, nothing but object. It will create for every
Object.
object, and it should have the same value or a different value.
Different
value.
Different value.
Normally
Required
different value.
different value. That's why you are creating 100 times. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
So means instance variable will create for every object, and it will contain different values from object to
Object.
first employee object employee number is 111. Second employee employee number is 222. Like that, values will be
Different.
different. Means what is the nature of the instance variable? Instance variable will create for every
Object.
object with the different
Values.
means instance variable required same value or different value from one object to another object.
Different
Different
values.
values.
Different value. To initialize different values to the instance variables, we are using a concept called
Parameterized constructor.
parameterized construct. Purpose of parameterized construct is to initialize instance variables with the different values. Object to object variable will be varying. That is achieving only with the help of which constructor?
Parameterized constructor.
Parameterized constructor. Okay, so that is a story. So if you want to get more command on this, you need to do one thing. One exercise you have to do now live. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, Babu, this is called micro teaching. Do you like it or shall I stop it?
I like it, sir.
Like it, sir.
We like it, sir.
So it is evergreen. Evergreen. You check with all .NET Java faculties in worldwide, Microsoft trainers, everybody. Nobody can teach this type of training. I have my own brand in India. Okay. Just now I entered into online classes. Okay. So that is maybe fortunate for me as well as it is fortunate for you also. But taking some time, and I'm putting lot of efforts for this, because R&D means in India will get sound. The same sound I want to see in worldwide about .NET. That is my goal. Okay, God has given teaching skills. I'm sharing to all the people. Okay, that's why I'm producing programmers to the industry. But this is my style of training. I will teach, this is the way in Hyderabad. Same way, if you are looking, I will continue. Otherwise, we don't want this type of micros. You go macro. You know about macro is different. Micro is this. Macro means here and there. Shall I go micro or macro?
Micro, sir, micro.
Do you like it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
a lot of patience is required for this, but it is important. It is important. Are you clear?
we can understand the concept behind concepts, which helps us to, even solve our simple doubts which we used to get. Like if someone else asks us a simple question like
Tomorrow when you will go to, tomorrow I'll show you. Tomorrow you will go to any code in ASP.NET. You will write any code in ASP.NET, in ADO.NET. Behind concept is what you know? Oops. Behind concept is oops. Behind concept is what? Oops. Tomorrow you will go to any concept, ASP.NET, ADO.NET, WCF, MVC, any line of code, behind concept is oops. Behind concept is oops. Right, I'll show you one small example. That is importance of oops is that is oops importance. I'll show you one concept, one example now. You go to take one ASP.NET example. I'm just creating one sample ASP.NET application. I'm showing a simple example. Right. Behind every line of code in ASP.NET, ADO.NET, Java, behind the concept is oops. So people will write the code, but they don't know what is happening behind. Behind what is happening, if you want to understand these object-oriented programming platforms, if you want to understand, you need to have a sound knowledge in oops. In beginning of my career also, I was unable to understand why people are in every interview 90%, 80% questions from oops. I was confusing why the people are giving this much priority. But that I understood after I started teaching what is the importance of oops, why people will ask questions in oops. Tomorrow when you are attending interviews also, 90% of interviews will be in oops only. Okay, right. Now you guys, you can see, right. Just I'll show you 2 lines code only. You may not understand much ASP.NET. ASP.NET we are entering very soon. Okay, get ready. Whatever concept you learn from me, I'm sure lifelong you will remember, but and as well as it helps lot for your future. I'm sure about that. Okay, right. You see guys, just in this ASP.NET web page, I'm dragging and dropping 2 controls. I'm sure Nivedita, you attended Nivedita and Girish, you both attended .NET classes already with some other faculty, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, but I discontinued during this topic like ASP.NET and some of the principles of
No, no, I'm
OOPS.
not talking about ASP.NET. Oops attended, huh?
Only 2
Yes.
topics in the principles like inheritance, but I didn't.
No, no, no. How you will learn inheritance in the beginning? First you need to learn, did we learn inheritance already?
Yeah, so out of the 4 principles, I attended one principle
No,
that
no,
was inheritance.
my question is, they started first discussion with explaining principles, right?
Yes, sir. When we entered into OOPS, it was explained with the principles,
Right, that is
not with the
100% wrong
construct.
procedure. That is 100% because we had also given a list. These are OOPS principles. And if you want to say a programming language is a object-oriented programming language, that programming language has to satisfy the 4 principles. Then you can call it as object-oriented programming language. To achieve these 4 principles, we will use a 2 concepts called class and
Object.
Object.
Right now, what we are learning, are we checking the principles or are we using class and object?
We are using class
Class
and
and
We didn't
object.
touch the principles till the time. Principles will come in the last 2 days. Principles, if you want to check whether they are satisfying or not, first you need to understand a concept called
Class and
Class
object.
and
class and
object.
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 Every
How the
.NET developer, Java developer, the biggest mistake what they will do, when they will start oops, first they will try to explain about what principles. First, if you want to understand principles, first you need to understand 2 concepts called what class and
Object.
Object.
Hakkada. The people will get a lot of disturbance. Okay, fine. You have how many?
Yes, I haven't heard about the constructor keyword at all before.
Sorry?
Before I have never heard about the constructor name itself in the last class, like last training.
Yeah, your husband is working in which area? .NET or Java? Na? What is the platform?
He's into medical, sir.
Medical. Okay. You ask any .NET or Java people, constructor is the hero in oops. Okay? Or else you can say object and constructor, hero and heroines. These 2 are very, very important. Okay, without constructor, we can't talk anything in oops. Okay, right. That's the reason. What I used to say to the people is, right, everybody will say my course is completed, my course is completed. My child also completed .NET course 100 times. What is the use? Course completion is nothing, not are you able to write the code or not? That is important. Right, you observe. I have initialized Rama into first text box, Sita into
text box.
second text box. I have a button. The button value is clear. button value is, I'm sorry, button, yeah, button value is clear data, clear data. My requirement is whenever I click the button, the two text boxes has to get what? Clear. Here you listen, one simple point I'll tell you. Text box 1, text box 2. In oops, in ASP.NET, every control is a class. Text box is a class defined by the Microsoft within a base class library called system.web.ui.webcontrols. It is a predefined class. Whenever you drag and drop the control to the form, it is nothing but object is creating internally. You don't require to create object. Internally it will create objects. So when you drag and drop the control, concern control class objects are creating. Whenever control is in toolbox window, it is a class. It is a class. Here it is a class. It is a class. Whenever you drag and drop the control like this, which are creating what? Objects. Because object is nothing but physical representation. Right now in your form, how many text boxes you have?
2.
First text box?
Rama.
Hey, first text box ID.
2.
Text box
Text of
1.
1.
Second text box ID. Name.
Text box 2.
Text box. Here text box is a class. Text box 1 and text box 2 are objects of which class?
Text box.
Text box class. Text box is a class. Text box 1 and text box 2 are
Objects of text box class.
Remember that point. Remember that point. Now you see, whenever you want to clear text boxes, text box 1 dot clear. Text box 1 right. Text box 1 dot clear. Okay, wait for some time. You listen. Instead of ASP.NET again, same concept is there in our Windows application. Same concept is there in our Windows application. It will be very simple. You can observe. Now I created Windows application. Why Windows application? To develop Windows application means what? Single user. Web application means multi-user. Again toolbox. Same concept. Text box 1. Same. Text box 2. Both text boxes. And button. Okay. Yeah, again same properties window I'm opening. I'm opening properties window. You see the properties window. Text box 1 is Rama. Text box 1. Text Rama. Go to the property called text here. Text is what? Rama. Text box 2 property. Text property value I am saying Sita. And button text is clear data. Clear data. Whenever you click the data, two text boxes has to clear. Right, same story again. Text box, you can observe in the IntelliSense. Text box is what? Text box 1 and text box 2 are what?
Object.
Box
1 and 2 are
class text.
Object.
Class
Text box is the class. Text box 1 and text box 2 are the
Object.
text box is the class. Text box 1 and text box 2 are the
Object.
like employee is the what? Class. EMP1 and EMP2 are the
Object.
again employee is the class. EMP1 and EMP2 are the
Object.
text box is the class. Text box 1 and text box 2 are the
Object of class text box.
objects of text box class. Now you see you are writing text box 1 dot clear, text box 2 dot clear. Yes, you have written how many lines code?
2.
2 lines.
Clear is what? Method.
Empty data.
That method will clear the given text box value. Yes or no?
Yes.
You called it clear method how many times?
2
Why 2 times? To clear two
objects.
text boxes. To clear 2 text boxes. Now you see guys. Run the application. you run the application. Now you observe, you run the application. Right. Both text boxes are having the value. I'm clicking the button. What happened?
The data has been
Why?
cleared.
Because when you click the button, this function is called, this is clearing first text box, this is clearing second text box. But here I have a question. Clear is what? Method. Member method of which class?
Text box.
Text box.
Text box class. But these two methods you are accessing with the help of objects. Means these two methods are which methods?
Instance method.
Come on.
Instance method.
Instance. So these two methods are what methods? Instance methods.
Instance method.
Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why you are writing this line of code means, if you want to understand a concept called oops, why you are calling clear with the help of text box 1? Because clear is a what method? Instance method. That's why you are accessing with the help of
Object.
you are accessing with the help of object. In console application, similarly, in console application, to print welcome message, what is the statement you are written in the first line of code? First day, first line.
Console.
Console dot write line. Why you are calling write line is what?
Method of class console.
Method. Why you are calling with the help of class name?
It's a static method.
So here write line is a static method and clear is a?
Instance method.
Clear is what? Instance method. Clear is the instance method. That's why static method you are accessing with the help of?
Class name.
Instance method you are accessing with the help of?
Object.
Why you are calling instance method with the help of object?
Object instance method is an instance of object.
No. Instance method you are accessing with the help of object because your instance method address is holding by?
Object.
Are you clear? To understand every line of code behind the actual story, tomorrow somebody will ask you what is the evidence why you are calling this method with the help of object, because that method address will be holding by the
Object.
So observe every line of your program behind concept is
Yes, sir.
oops. That is the beauty of oops. That's why learn first these concepts. 70 to 80% interviews will get clear because of this type of oops explanation. I'm not sure, but 99% will never it will happen. Even in Hyderabad coaching also I have seen they will also teach, but not in this much depth. I'm sure about that. Right. Especially our highlight of class is tracing. So tracing, because for that faculty should have a lot of patience and student also should have a lot of patience. But once you learn the subject like this in your life, you will never look back. I'm sure your confidence level is important than job. If you have confidence, job will come automatically. Okay. Now we will do one thing to check whether you are correct, you are able to understand or not. I'm giving you one task for you. Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right. Task is define student class following states and behaviors. Right. I'm going to show you the UML. Okay, you follow it. Right. You see, student states are SID. SID. Can I say you long SID?
Yes, sir. Yes.
S name, same story. S name type.
String.
String. SLOC. String. SLOC string. Right. Now I need an initialization mechanism for this student instance variables. Then you need to go for a
Constructor.
constructor. Which constructor?
Parameterized.
Called up?
Parameterized constructor. User-defined constructor.
Now Girish, you attended Java also and .NET also. 2 times you have taken training.
Yeah.
In Java, they might have discussed loops, and .NET also they might have discussed loops, I think, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Internal student ulong stid comma string stname and string stloc, right? Internal display
Display student.
sorry internal void, I'm sorry, void display student. My requirement is use constructor to initialize these three instance variables. Use method to display like student ID is, student name is, student location is. And within the main method, you create two objects for this student class, st1, st2. st1 values are, let's say, same, 111 Rama, Hyderabad. s2 values are 222 Sita, Bangalore. Can you write the program and memory allocation for this?
Yes, sir.
Do it
Yes.
fast. Do it fast. Don't. We'll try to complete it now itself. Okay. Time up. Okay. You do one thing. You complete and send to me, and as well as including this, you complete one more task also, guys. One couple of tasks, not one more. Multiple assignments I'm giving to you all. You do one thing. Open your lab book, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Parameterizer constructor completed na. If it is completed with clarity na, lot of oops constructors, almost most of the oops is over, because it is one of the biggest concept and important one. See the examples of constructors, tasks of the constructors.
Page number 51.
Okay, guys. What is that?
51. Page number 51.
You complete this task now, guys. You should not wake up. I'm going. You should be in front of computer only. I'm giving 15 minutes time. Within 15 minutes, you have to finish the program. You have to finish the memory allocation and take the snap of program and memory allocations and send to me. Then once you submitted your assignment, this task to me through mail, then only you have to leave the class.
Okay, sir.
I will check your mail. I will check time also. If you didn't send to me, tomorrow I will not allow to the class. I'm sure about that. Right. Guys, you observe. This example we completed, I think. First example. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Second example, now I have given as a task, 113. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now you try, later at home you try 114. You try 114. You try 115. You try 115. You try. Don't see the books when you are trying these tasks. If you will see the books, you will never get the subject. 116. Are you recording task numbers?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
116. Record. 116. 11. 11. What is this? Same. Nothing wrong, right? Nothing new is right. Same repeated task. Okay. That's enough. Enough, boss. Enough. Tell me task numbers.
114, 115,
I'll type in now. I'll type in a chart. 114, 115, 11. That's it.
6.
3 na? 3. This you have to submit tomorrow. Now task student task. Come on. Thank you very much. Guys, any concerns you can communicate through mail. I have given my mail ID to you all people. Okay. Yeah.